Hey, it's Liane, and I wanted to show you the results of a recent challenge that I took part in. So I'm going to type in the phrase DK is a street performer. Okay, and I'm doing this broad match, and I'm going to do a Google search. And let me tell you about this. Um, I'm in a course called the 90-Day Challenge. As a teacher, I like to take a lot of training. I think learning is important. I like learning. I like applying learning. I like teaching. And so I've been taking this course with Jimmy Davis and Dennis Carganelia. And the other night we had Howie Schwartz on as a guest appearance. And Howie Schwartz is the master of Google. He's the guy who makes Google cry. And and I've been studying with Howie as well. He's just an amazing, amazing guy. He works with some of the greatest people out there, some of the greatest marketers out there, and he's just really good at teaching and showing others how to teach things. And he just knows Google. He just knows how to get things done. So he gave us a challenge, and the challenge was using the keyword phrase "DK is a street performer," rank as many times as possible on the first page of Google. Okay, so why would you want to do this? Well, if you're running a business online, if you can push your competition off of the first page of Google, you're pretty much guaranteed that when somebody looks for a service that you're offering, they're only going to find you. Okay, it's not like they're going to have 10 things, 11 things, 12 things to choose from. They're going to have you to choose from. Okay, and that's why this is so amazing. So anyway, the challenge came in Friday afternoon. So Friday afternoon, I think I looked around. I did just one thing, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And then I was going to the Poconos, so I packed up my stuff. I took care of a couple other things. Went to bed Saturday morning. Got up, cleaned the house, drove off to the Poconos. Got to the Poconos late afternoon. Ate a little bit, and then I said, well, you know what? Let me try this out. Let me do a little bit of work. Just as I was hanging out, watching TV with my family, and I just did a couple of things. Worked for a couple of hours Saturday night. Sunday morning, I did a couple of things, and then just went shopping and ate and did all the stuff that you do on vacation. And anyway, so I worked a couple hours Saturday night, a couple hours Sunday morning, and just got home now. It's 2 in the morning on a Monday. And I thought, well, let me see how I'm doing. So here we go. So I typed in DK as a street performer broad match. First site that shows up is a site that I bought on Friday. Okay, it's a website that I domain name that I bought on Friday. dksastreetperformer.net. .com was already taken by somebody. But if you go to .com, you'll see that there's nothing going on there. All you know is that it was purchased on GoDaddy, but whoever has it is not taking action. So, got to take action to make some changes. You know what I mean? If you want to win, you got to start. You got to be the first one to start and the last one to finish. So anyway, that's my site, and you can do this search and go and check it out. Second thing that shows up is Flickr account, DK's Street Performer. That's mine. That's where I've been sharing photos from. Next thing that comes up is off that same site, and it is also mine. And again, you can see what kinds of pictures I was putting up there. Next one is my hub pages. Again, you can click on that, and you'll see my picture there. Here, I'll even show you. Here I am. And I'll talk more about this picture. This is actually my wife is a photographer, and she does Photoshop. And so I told her that I needed to have a picture done, and she took a picture of the naked cowboy. She took a picture of DK, Dennis Carganelia. She changed it, and then the guitar said naked cowboy, kind of like you can see here, naked cowboy. And I said, well, can you make it? Can you change the name to DK? So she changed it to DK, which is pretty cool. All right, so that's that. So far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the first 4 on page 1 of Google. So right now, think about people who are on their computer and they do a search for something. Let's say it's your service, right? Best pizza in Toms River, New Jersey. If the first 4 are you, where do you think they're going to click? Do you think they're going to keep scrolling down? They're probably going to just, click right there. Anyway, number 5 is my blog. So here we go. Your Web Prosperity, DK Street Performer. I'm going to click on there and show you. Okay, this is my blog. That's me right there. And I've got the whole explanation of a couple of things that I did and what you can do to. And these are all the sites that I was ranking for on the first page and on the second page. Just the other day. Well, the other day. It's been like 2 days. Um, Probably Sunday morning when I was working. This is what I saw. Okay, so and you can go there and read it. It's yourwebprosperity.com. You can just do a search for DK as a street performer and you'll find it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see. Number 6 is a dig, and I believe it's mine. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, I should have just seen. It's got my website on there, and here I am, Liane 298. So that's my dig. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's another one by me, Liane 298. Number 8, Twitter updates. Ah, yes. So go to twitter.com/street performer. That's mine. All right, number 9 is Rick Antley. This is not me. Okay, so this is one of the first things. If you read my blog post on yourwebprosperity.com, you're going to see that Rick Antley was the first person to rank on page 1. It was him and another person with a Twitter account. And what's really cool is that if you go in here, you'll see that this is his bio. So that's interesting. So your bio ranks on page 1 of Google. So that's something to think about. If you're marketing, if you're a business and you're marketing, you want to put some of those important key phrases in your bio, on your Twitter bio, and you want a Twitter account because this is what happens. Okay, this is pretty cool. So that's Rick. He's in position 9. Next we have, notice that the site here is the site that I showed you earlier, dkthestreetperformer.net. That's mine. So what you just saw is that on page 1 of Google, I've got 1 through 8 and 10. I've got 9 out of 10. Now, do you think that somebody would be maybe just a little likely to click on one of my sites? And think about that. If you were a business, if you were promoting something, wouldn't that be really, really helpful to you if all of the first page was you, or 90% of the first page was you? And if you're a business, you've also got AdWords. Obviously, DK as a street performer is not something people are going to pay money for. Okay, at least not at this point. Maybe back when he used to perform his breakdancing. But you would also have something here, and a pay-per-click ad for AdWords. Okay, so and that would make it what, 10 out of 11 in that case. All right, so I'm on page 1, 9 out of 10 listings, and the first 8. Page 2. First person on the page is Rick with a video. Okay, which is pretty cool. Okay. Then we have a couple of things that, because we're in broad match, now we've got a couple of sites on Google that have been ranking for a while, for Street Performer, for DK. None of these are ours. None of these are people in the challenge. These are just old sites that have nothing to do with the challenge. And then we've got the other Twitter account. I'm not sure if it's this one or another one that was ranking before. And this looks like just a tweet that he's done. And you can go check that out. But again, so Twitter is ranking really well. It's crazy, right? Next is a video. This is my video, so you can go check it out. So on page 2, we've got 1 by Rick, 1 Twitter by Philip, and 1 video. So 2 videos on page 2. So very important to put videos up, right? And 1 video by me. Okay. Next couple of pages, it's mostly mostly other stuff, but we've got 1 video here, and this is, key phrase that I put on there. So if you click on there, that's mine. And we can keep going. You can go on your own. But 95% of people stay on page 1 of Google, maybe go to page 2. I don't know of anybody that goes to page 3 unless they're an internet marketer or they're doing something and they're looking for their site.